Mahabharata 6. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvad 8. Arjuna said, O Varshaya, who won this war that destroyed the three worlds? O Janardana, tell me this. The Lord replied that when the two of them, who were the souls of Rudra and Narayana, were fighting each other, all the inhabitants of the world suddenly became agitated. Fire did not perceive the passion that is inherent in sacrifices. The Vedas could not shine on the sages who were in a state of emotion. Rajas and tamas prevailed among the gods, the earth trembled, the sky shook, the planets and stars became dim. Brahma also fell from his seat, the ocean dried up, and the ice covered while these things were happening, O Pandu. Brahma, surrounded by the gods and the great sages, quickly arrived at that place. The four-faced one, who had gone forth, bowed down to Rudra, and said, May the inhabitants of the worlds be blessed. O Visvasana, lay down your weapons, seeking the welfare of the world. What is called the formless, the unmanifest, the creator of the worlds, the uncreated, the non-dual, the creator and the uncreated, is an auspicious manifestation of that, born in the family of Dharma, these two great gods, Nara and Narayana, who have attained great penance. Those who have observed the great vow, I was born of his grace for some reason, Father, and you are the Eternal One, born of his wrath in the past creation. O Varadana, please make me, the gods and the sages happy and make him happy soon. May there be peace in the world of gods. Saying this, Brahma, Rudra gave up the fire of anger. Then he pleased the God and the Lord, Narayana. He surrendered to that Lord, who is the first, the most powerful and the bestower of boons. Then that God, who is the boon, the anger and the power of victory, was pleased and became attached to Rudra. Hari, who is greatly worshipped by the sages, Brahma and the gods and is the Lord of the universe, said this about Ishanadeva. Whoever knows you knows me. Whoever follows you follows me. There is no difference between us. You should not have any other understanding in this matter. From now on, this mark of the spear on my chest will be known as Srivatsa, and you, who are marked with the mark of my hand, will also be Shrikantha. Lord Krishna further said, Thus, having made these two marks on their respective bodies, and having maintained an incomparable friendship, both the sages, along with Rudra, would send the gods to their respective places and perform penance. O Parthana, I have told you how and who was victorious in the war. I have explained my secret names and their meanings as the sages have told me. Thus, in many forms, I am roaming on this earth, in Brahmaloka and in the eternal Goloka. Because I saved you, great victory was achieved in the war. When the war came, know that he was not the one who was going before you, but Rudra, the god of gods. I have said that he is the time remembering, and born of wrath. You did not kill your enemies, he killed them. Salutations to that God, who is the incomparable power, the God of gods, the Lord of all. Narada's dialogue with Nara and Narayana 1. Shaunaka said, O Sudanandana, all the sages will be amazed after hearing this great story that you have told, even if they visit all the sages' abodes and take a dip in all the holy waters, O son of Sudha, hearing the story of Narayana, which is auspicious and frees us from all sins. Will not yield any results, O Sudaputra. Let us hear this story of Narayana, which is auspicious and frees us from all sins, from the beginning and become pure. It is difficult for Lord Narayana, who is worshipped by all the worlds, to give darshan to any deity or sage before Brahma. Did not Narada see such a Narayana, Srihari? That happened by the grace of that deity. What was the reason for him to go back to Nara and Narayana, the greatest of the gods, after seeing that Jagannath who was sitting with an unbroken idol? Tell me this. Sauti said, O Shaunakan, while Janamejaya was performing that sacrifice, while other rituals were also being performed in a proper manner, that Rajendra humbly asked the sage Krishnapayana, the source of Vedanidhi, the Lord, and the grandfather of his grandfather. What did the divine sage Narada, who had returned from the White Island, do next, remembering the words of the Lord? How long did he stay there after coming to the Badaria ashram and meeting the two sages? What was the story he heard? The Brahman, the best of the Brahmins, has extracted the ocean of knowledge called the Mahabharata, consisting of lakhs of verses, with the rod of intelligence, just as butter is extracted from curd, sandalwood from Malayashala, Aranyaka from the Vedas, and nectar from herbs. This story has been extracted. Taponidia. I have not told you the story of Narayana, it is the essence of this entire book. He is God, Lord, God, He is the creator of all beings and souls. O Dwahasadamame, how wonderful is the glory of Narayana! It is rare to see it. In the Kalpana, Brahma is the first, then all the gods, sages, Gandharvas, and all living beings enter into it. I believe that there is nothing more pure than that, either in this world or in heaven. Visiting the ashrams of all the sages or taking a dip in the holy water in all the holy places cannot yield the same results as listening to the story of Narayana. We have become pure in every way by hearing this story of the Lord of the universe, which is the expiation of all sins. It is not surprising that the noble Dhananjaya achieved a great victory with the help of Vasudeva. If Vishnu, the Lord of the worlds, was helping him in this way, what could he have lacked in the three worlds? O noble Brahman, all our ancestors were blessed because Janardana looked after their welfare and prosperity. That Lord, who is worshipped by the world through penance, gave us a vision. Our ancestors did not see such a Hari adorned with the sacred ornaments. Narada, the son of Brahma, is more blessed than him. I believe that incorruptible Narada was not an ordinary, resplendent sage. He did not go to Shvetdvipa and see Sri Hari. It is clear that his vision came only by the grace of that Lord. After seeing that God who was present with the unbroken idol, did Narada go back to the Badari ashram to see Naranarayana? O sage, what could be the reason for that? Narada, the son of Brahma, who retired from Shvetdvipa, entered the ashram called Badari and saw those two sages. How long did he stay there? And what questions did he ask? What did the great sage Naranarayana say after that great man came from the White Island? Tell me all this as it was. Narada saw Naranarayana too. Vaishampayana said, "Salutations to that Vyasa Bhagavan, who is of immeasurable glory. It is by his grace that I am telling this story of Narayana." O king, Narada, having gone to the White Island and seen the indestructible Srihari, returned with speed to Mount Meru. He had kept the task that the Supreme Lord had told him in his heart. O king, then that sage was surprised, saying, "I have come here safely after going so far." He flew from Mount Meru to Mount Gandhamadana. Walking swiftly along the celestial path, he quickly descended into the vast plain. Then he saw those two Puran rishis, who were performing great penance and observing great vows and were devoted to the Lord. They were more radiant than the sun that illuminates the whole world. Those venerable ones were adorned with the emblem of Srivatsa. They wore the Jatamandala. They had the symbol of a swan on their hands and the symbol of a wheel on their feet. Broad chests, long arms, 4 oval eyes, 60 teeth, 8 canines, a solemn voice, a beautiful face, a broad forehead, beautiful eyebrows, jaws, noses, and heads like umbrellas. These were the characteristics of those men. Seeing them both, Naradarshi was overjoyed. They also bowed down and welcomed him and asked, "How are you?" Seeing that great man, he thought to himself, not only are all the animals bowing down in that assembly, but this great sage is also there. He circumambulated both of them and sat down in front of them on the auspicious Kushasana. O Enripana, those sages, who were filled with the fragrance of the morning, performed their morning rituals and sat down on the benches. When the three of them were sitting there, the place was adorned with the fire of the sacrifice, just as the fire of the sacrifice is adorned with the great flame of the fire. Then Narayana, having accepted the hospitality and resting in happiness, spoke these words to Narada: "You have seen the Supreme Soul and the Eternal Lord, who is the other nature of both of us. Did you see it on Shweta Island?" Narada said to him, "I saw that man who was rich, universal, and imperishable. All the worlds were there with the gods and sages. Even at this time when I see you two, who are eternal, I see him. The characteristics that Hari, who was in the unmanifest form, had then, you two, who were in the manifest form, have the same characteristics. I saw you both at the side of that God. Who else can be like him except you two, who are endowed with splendor, success, and virtue? That Lord told me the complete religion, the principle of field knowledge. his past and future incarnations. The white man who was there was without 5 senses, wise, and devoted to that supreme being. They are constantly worshipping that God. He is also playing with them. Are not the devotees most dear to the supreme being and the two loved one? The all-pervading Lord, the sustainer of the universe, the devotee of the Madhava, always playing with them. Is not the Bhagavata dear? He is the Lord, the cause, the work. He is accompanied by the most powerful effulgences. That great success is the cause, the command, the method, the principle. He keeps himself in penance and is the radiance shining with his own light that is beyond the white island. That soul has spread peace in all the 3 worlds. With auspicious intelligence, he has taken refuge in the vow of Naishtika. There the sun does not heat, the moon does not shine, he stands on one leg, with arms folded, and turns his face towards the north. He was performing austerities and penances by reciting the Sangha Vedas. Brahma, the sages, Sakshat Pashupati, the other great gods, the giants, demons, serpents, Saparnas, Gandharvas, Siddhas. The royal sages, whatever hymns and poems they offer in accordance with the rules, all of them reach the feet of that God. Whatever actions the devotees perform in solitude with their minds fixed on the Lord, that God himself wears on his head. There is no one in the 3 worlds who is more beloved to him than such a wise and great soul, therefore I have become his solitary devotee. And it is because he sent me that I have come here. Thus has the Lord himself said, therefore I am always with you in him by intention. Naranarayana told Narada about the glory of Vasudeva 3. Narayana said, you are blessed, you have seen that Lord. Even Brahma, who is the Padma Yoni, has not seen him. O Narada, it is very difficult to get the vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What we have now said is the truth. There is no one more beloved to him than a devotee. That is why, O Dvajataman, he appeared to you. O Dvajataman, no one else can attain the place of that Supreme Soul who is performing penance except us two. The splendor of that place is as great as the splendor of 1,000 suns, he is ruling from that very place. O Viprana, from that God, the creator of the universe, forgiveness on earth has arisen, O best of the forgiving. From him, who seeks the welfare of all beings, the juice is produced, from that juice, the formless being is fluid. From him, the form qualitative radiance is born. The sun is endowed with that radiance, and from that he reigns in the world. From that supreme being, the sky is born, from that air, endowed with that, blows in all the worlds. From that Lord, the Lord of all the worlds, sound has arisen, from that being endowed with that, the sky is without a boundary. From that Lord, the mind that is present in all beings has arisen, the moon, endowed with that, is endowed with the quality of light. The place where that Lord receives the poems of the poets and is endowed with knowledge is called the Vedas. It is called Sadutpadaka, for those who are free from sin and impurity and who are on the path of salvation, the abode of the 2 lights. The Aditya who destroys the darkness of all the worlds, is the door. Since Aditya has burnt all their limbs, they enter that God as atomistic beings. Then, free from that too, they will be in the unbroken state. Then, as mind, they will enter Pradyumna. Free from Pradyumna, the Sankhya's who are the best of the Viprasreshthas will go to the Jiva, Sankarshana, with the Bhagavata. Then, being devoid of the 3 qualities, those 2 qualities will enter the Supreme Soul who is the attributoless and the knower of the field. Know that Vasudeva, who resides in all, is truly the knower of the field. Those who are collected in mind, disciplined, and restrained in senses, and who are solitary, enter Vasudeva himself. O Dvajataman, we, both of us, born in the house of Dharma, have taken refuge in this beautiful abode of the Buddha and are performing severe penance. O Dvajataman, are the same Vasudeva's divinely beloved deeds happening in all the 3 worlds. May they be healed. For this reason, we are performing such penance. O Dvajataman, we, both of us, who were observing the Sarvakrushchavrata as usual, as per the rules, saw you on the White Island. O austerity, whatever will happen in the future, what has happened in the past, what is happening now. All that is auspicious in all the 3 worlds, we know. O great sage, that Diva has told you everything. Vaishampayana said. Hearing these words of the two of them who were in severe penance, Narada, paying homage to Narayana, chanting many mantras about Narayana, remained in the hermitage of Naranarayana for thousands of years, worshipping that venerable god and both Naranarayana. Mahabharata 7 continues.